Good morning and welcome to CAP092A Fundamentals of Web 2.0 and Cloud Technologies. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you download and print the syllabus. You can find the link in Canvas. Make sure you print it before you view this video so you can make notes on the syllabus, or if you have any questions you can note them and then post your questions to the questions forum. Again, welcome to CAP092A. My name is Curtis Pembroke and I'll be your instructor for the course. I've been teaching for Mission College now. I'll be starting my 20th year in the fall. And I teach in both computer applications and graphic design and multimedia. My area of specialty is actually e-learning development, and so I've done a lot of work in the design and development of e-learning and using animations and multimedia for the purpose of teaching. Here in the syllabus you can see the standard contact information. You can reach me via email at missioncollege.edu. My office is GC217C, but because of COVID, none of us will be coming to campus, so you can reach me primarily via email in Canvas, and I will return your email no later than 48 hours after you email me. Our course is completely online starting today, June 8th through July 23rd. The notes in this summer session says that this is a synchronous learning modality. I don't know how that popped up erroneously. We will have synchronous sessions, but it won't be every Tuesday or Thursday from 6 to 7:30. We may have some sessions where I'll set up a synchronous lecture. Most of my lectures are delivered in Canvas using a presentation tool that presents the slides in a flash format. And however, we will have some video conferences. They certainly won't last an hour and a half. Just note that you've logged into Canvas and you're viewing this presentation. You also need to complete the other materials in Canvas to be officially considered enrolled. So I need to see that you have watched this video. I can run reports to see what you've looked at, that you fill out the surveys, and that you post an introduction to the forum. Then I know you're officially enrolled. You need to do that by 6/11, complete all of that, or I'll have to drop you from the course because I need to tell the college, give the college a count of how many students show up in Canvas. I have a note here that if you're taking a class for pass or no pass, you need to take care of submitting a request for that. I won't make it reading by Curtis, but I will highlight some of the important things. Under course description, this course basically is designed for people who are your average computer users that are interested in the idea of what is this Web 2.0 and cloud technologies. Now, I developed and wrote this course, oh gosh, about 8 years ago, back when Web 2.0 and cloud was kind of a nebulous topic. With a lot of the millennials that you are and Gen Z that we're starting to see in our programs, the Web 2.0 and cloud is not an unfamiliar topic. And so what we'll be doing now in this class is to kind of leverage what you know about Web 2.0 tools like social networking tools and sites and sharing, video sharing sites and other tools that you utilize to collaborate with friends and coworkers, and kind of get an understanding of how they fit into the whole scheme of Web 2.0. We will talk about some of the underlying technologies, and so you'll understand things like the history of Web 2.0, how we got here, and you'll use a lot of tools, some of which are listed here we may not use. I want you to create and maintain a simple blog. We'll talk about that later. And we'll take a look at how to aggregate and syndicate content on the web, and that's a big part of Web 2.0. When this course is done, I just hope that you have an idea of the tools that are available to you, and then how you'll use them for personal and professional collaboration and communication. The prerequisites for this course are advisory, just basically that you know how to use computers. I have a recommended textbook, and most of what's written on Web 2.0 now is very technical. So what you'll find is that the textbooks that are available are getting a little bit dated, like this one, Web 2.0 Concepts and Applications. So I don't require the textbooks. You can get everything you need from my Flash presentations, and so you will need Adobe Flash to view those presentations. This is the last semester that I'll be using them because Flash goes away in December, and this course is going through a major revision this fall. In terms of assignments, you're going to have up to 6 try and explore exercises where you actually make something using the tools or that I introduce you to, or tools that you're familiar with, and you'll submit what you've done to the Dropbox. For example, you might for this first week, I need to know that you have Gmail, so that we can communicate. Some of the things we'll be doing is using the Google Suite of Google Docs and apps to collaborate in this class, and so you need a Google account. And so you'll produce something, and because it's Web 2.0, you'll learn that you'll provide me the link. You can't give me the file. I prefer not to get the file, but get the link to whatever you produce. And then under Collaborate, you'll do something with your peers. It could be a discussion or other activities. There's 6 of them. The math is each of them is worth 10 points here. I thought I had a math error there, but no. Okay, so there's basically 6 worth 10 points. Participation in the course is worth 100 points, and in a final exam, which is not comprehensive, it will be hands-on, will be worth 100 points. That's a big chunk of the course, and I'll talk more about that later. We got a really tight schedule because it's a summer session. I really thank you for taking the summer class. You're really motivated, because when I was an undergrad I tended to not be disciplined enough to get through summer classes. But each week we're going to look at these topics that are listed here. The schedule and assignments and topics are subject to change depending on the proficiency and the needs of the class. I won't revise the course, but if I'm focusing on a tool that everyone's familiar with, maybe we'll introduce something new that falls under the same category or genre of tools or applications in the Web 2.0 world. Participation is really important because research shows that students in an online course, if they don't participate, then they tend to disappear. So you must post or respond to at least one of your classmates at least once a week in the discussion forums. If you don't, you won't get full credit for the discussion. It's a pretty easy it's actually a pretty easy thing to do in terms of getting credit and getting points. So make sure you log in and look at the discussions. If you're interested in the textbook or similar textbooks, you can get a free access to O'Reilly Safari Technical Books online through Mission College, and there are tons of books that you can get access to. I believe our textbook, the recommended textbook, is there, and you can preview it using the O'Reilly web app. You can't download EPUB or MOBI files for the Kindle or for your iPad, but you can view it on your iPad with the Safari Textbooks app. So if you go to this URL and you follow the instructions here, it explains how to get access to to the O'Reilly database. You're familiar with Canvas because you're already here, and the rest of this stuff is pertains to stuff that I have to put in my syllabus based on college policy. I'm not going to read it. Make sure that you go through it because there are some good resources. So, I know that was really fast. If you have any questions, please post your questions to the question forum, and that's the last thing I'll cover in this video. I use discussion forum that I call instructor questions, and I'd like you to post your questions there because students tend to have the same questions, and if you email me a question about something that we covered, like a topic or an assignment, then the odds are that 4 or 5 students will also have the same question. And so anything that's related to the materials that we're covering, please post your question to the question forum so I can answer that question once, or I can redirect it back at the class. Sometimes I will say I'm redirecting this question back to the class for someone else to answer, just like in a class when a student might raise her hand and have a question, and the instructor might call on John Doe or Jane Doe and say, Jane, can you answer that question? How would you do, or what do you think? And that's all part of teaching. And so I need you to post those topic related, lesson related, assignment related questions in the discussion forum. If you have a question of a personal nature, like you need an extension on an assignment beyond the normal 48 hours that I give you on assignments, then that's something you would send me in Canvas mail. And only use missioncollege.edu as a last resort. If you email me via Canvas, I will receive your email in duplicate both in Canvas and at missioncollege.edu. So welcome to the class, and I look forward to meeting you and hanging out with you over the next 6 weeks or so.